I'll try to be quite quick with this video here. What I want to do is unwrap this model, and I'm not sure what that little dot is right there. Seems to be changing if I move it. Oh, it's gone. Okay, well that's good. All right, so what I want to do is I want to unwrap these models. I'm going to start with this part here. So I'm going to tab into that and go to this end here. Make sure I click that button there. Go to this and select this face. And Control E, mark that edge. Go to the bottom of it. And select this, Control E, mark that seam. And now I need to really think about where I want different areas to be. So this area, whoops, let's go into this mode. This area all around here. Oh great, it won't let me select it. So I'll go into top view and switch on that. And hit B. Select all through there. Control E, mark that seam. Should have marked it all the way around, and it has. Okay, because I want this area here. Yeah, that's a bit annoying that it doesn't do that. I want this area here and this area here. There we go. Control E, mark seam. I'm doing that by holding Alt and selecting those edges. So I want that to be marked as a seam, and also all of these around here, which it doesn't look like it's wanting to let me do. I can actually just go into top down view, hit B, select that, mark seam, and then it's marked all of those. That's not what I want, so I'll just go and select all those manually. Sometimes you'll have to turn this mode off so that you can just select them and not accidentally select things behind. Of course, it depends on what your weapon is like. Control E will clear the seam there. Okay, so that's that part done. I'm going to need to mark some more down here. So hopefully I can select this here. Okay, Control E, mark that seam, and Control E, mark that seam. We're almost towards the bottom now. Control E, mark those seams. And then lastly, this area here. Mark seam. Okay, now that's not quite done because we still need to mark all the way up one side here to allow it to fully unwrap. Mark seam, and now this wooden bit here is going to be a little bit trickier. So I seem to have gone into some kind of weird mode that's not letting me pen and scan, so I'm just going to save it and restart Blender. Let's go to there and then start Blender. File, open recent, Axe. Don't know what I've done. Anyway, I can still work from here and then I'll reset it in a second. There we go. Okay. Somehow I've offset my view, and I need to fix that, but I won't worry about doing it now. Okay, so I did mark all the way down there. want to select there, and there, and there, and Control E, mark scene. Okay, so there's all my scenes for that part marked. I'm just going to pause the video and fix it. Okay, I figured it out. If that happens to you, you want to hit the number pad, and that will reset your view, so you can rotate around and then go back in like that, number pad, full stop. Okay, so I can now view it better than I was before. All right, so I should have all those seams sorted. I do need to still sort the end on this one. I'm not sure why it wasn't marked before. So that's sorted there. Everything else looks to be seamed up. Done. So I'll go into this one. It's going to be a bit more complicated. I'm going to want to get this area here as a separate seam. So what I might do is hit H to hide that. Alt H will unhide it. H to hide that. Go into edit here. And select this area here. I might just select some of these as well so that they'll fold down flat. There's some overlaps in there, not a big deal. Not going to worry too much about it. And then hit Control E, mark seam. That's that part there done. Hopefully I can select the entire outside with this, or at least most of it. And for that chip bit, I'll have to select it like that. That's that bit done. And then all around here. Cool, that's done. Control E, mark seam. I could probably do some more on this. I'm not going to worry about it at the moment. I might actually put in a few seams just along here. Control E, mark seam. Control E, mark seam. And on the other side as well. That's done on that side. Oh, I will need to mark this area. I'll just grab those bits there, and that bit there, and there. Control E, mark seam. All right, so I drag out my UV panel, change it to UV mode, create a new image, which is, close that. There's already one there. And what I'm going to need to do is go back to here. Keep this kind of split. Go back to here, hit Tab, Alt H to unhide everything. Go back to top view mode. And this is the weird bit. What I need to do is I need to join these shapes together. So I'm just going to make a save now. And then I do Control J. It makes them all one model because otherwise I can't unwrap them. So I go in and edit that, and I select everything, and I go Mesh, UV Unwrap, Unwrap. It's unwrapped that to there. That actually looked like it came out pretty good. So there's the top and the bottom of the axe. Everything looks pretty well done there. I'm not sure what that is there. It looks like that's the little chip bit maybe. I would have thought that that was separate. Anyway, it still works. So we've got that going there. I don't really need to scale anything in this case if everything seems fine. You can always check and say minimize stretch. Doesn't seem to do anything. Pack islands, see if it comes out better. In this case, I think it comes out worse. So I'm just going to undo that. You can set some of these other things up, have a go at them. But that's it. And I'm going to go UVs, export UV layout, and I'm going to send it to axe .png. Let's just check if it works in paint.net. And open recent acts. Cool. So there's my texture or UVs ready to texture, which I'm going to do in the next video.